great day to be alive, and I'm definitely appreciate you taking the time to visit my channel in this video. Now, I don't have a specific title for the video. Just know that February 7th, 2021 isn't just a Super Bowl, but it's the day a king was born named King Kevin Dorival. So today is my birthday, 41st birthday, and I have so much to be thankful for. You know, so much. Some I will share. Some other things I won't share because they're just too private, just for family and close friends. But in due time, you all will know. Besides that, I've been doing a lot of good progress, and a lot of energy. Sometimes you just have to be exuberant about the things that you're working on, or the things that you aspire to accomplish or to become. And I know in life we're told, don't get our hopes up, or you're only going to be let down. Why not get your hopes up? Because where there's hope, there's opportunity, there's a possibility. The society and our culture and community, we're in trouble when there's no hope. We're in trouble where people lose vision. And the Bible says, my people suffer for the lack of knowledge. That's true. People suffer where there's no vision, and without knowledge, there is no vision. And you end up being the person following the blind man, so to speak. And we have so much ambition. We have so many goals in life. But without a plan, you're just a boat on a desert, or a beautiful yacht on a dry desert. What's the point? It's just sitting there when it should be out there in the ocean being free. Almost like a bird being caged up, an eagle in a cage. Like, what's the purpose? What benefit is it to have an eagle locked up in the cage? There is no benefit to it other than the person who's holding the eagle captive. A lot of us are being held captive by people who we think that they love us, but they're really oppressing us. And the reason why I've become successful, a success in my own eyes and the eyes of many others as well, but the way I see myself is more important than how anybody else sees me. And you need to know that. You need to value yourself and see yourself as important or a success if you have truly accomplished what you set out to accomplish. We all have dreams and goals, but you can't reach your dream if you don't accomplish your goals. You have to you have to get the victory in the goals in order to get to the dream, so to speak. And I stopped allowing people to have control over me. Having control whether or not I accomplish my goals or not. And once I realized what the true power was, understanding that God the Creator, the God Almighty, that's when I realized God was in me. That's when I realized that I didn't have to depend on anybody else's opinions or anybody else's approval or affirmations. I can affirm myself, and that's what I've been doing. And that's why I wrote my book, The Win in the Mirror, which is the book you see behind me. That one. I always get that twisted when I'm talking behind the camera. But that's why I wrote this book, The Win in the Mirror. It's because I wanted people to understand how to activate the superpowers, mind, body, and spirit. Speaking things into existence. I give you a perfect example. I don't know for how long I've always wanted a truck, right? I've always wanted a truck. So I started me a cleaning business. We started carpet cleaning, then from carpet cleaning to house cleaning, and now we're doing mold cleaning, or mold mitigation, mold removal. And I got my first client come this Monday. I just got certified, and I have my first client Monday. And I have a couple of people who've been reaching out to me for different, cleaning jobs and projects. Real estate agents calling me and texting me, or emailing me, for $1 million projects or $1 million homes that are being sold. And all of this happened, all of this conspired because I spoke it into existence. even though the COVID-19, my condolences to everybody who lost a loved one. Matter of fact, the barbershop I go to off of Auburn Avenue, right next to Abercrombie Church, which is a church that, Ebenezer Church, forgive me for pronouncing that wrong, that's the church that Martin Luther King used to be the pastor at over at Auburn Avenue, downtown Atlanta. You know, the barbershop that I go right there next to the Vitamin Lady, it's called Silver Lining. I call it Silver Lining, but I know that's not the name. It's Silver something. But I've been going there since I've been living in Atlanta. There, or a friend of mine named Herb cuts my hair. But this particular barbershop, one of the main barbers, the owner of the barbershop died due to COVID-19. I just got a haircut, as you can see, fresh as can be. Thank you, H, cut my hair. The barber just died, you know. And I was like, wow. And the last time I spoke to him, he wanted me to come and clean his carpet, but he just couldn't figure out the date for me to come by to do the carpet cleaning for, you know, some carpets and some rugs. And I just never, you know, had a chance to do it because we just couldn't confirm a date. And next thing I know, I'm going to get a haircut, and he passed away. So, you know, I was sad. I like the fact that they put a teddy bear on this chair and some balloons and a couple of bottles of alcohol there. I guess his favorite drinks, possibly. And he's a family man, a husband. So, Will, rest in peace. Now, with COVID, I just want to say that, you know, because he was a real good brother. I say that, I speak of COVID-19 because I lost my job, you know. I've been a marketing director for the past 11, 12 years. Internet marketing, SEO, search engine optimization. And I worked for this company first couple of, you know, for almost a year and a half. And, you know, I've been to London and Amsterdam on behalf of the company. Major conference in New York, the NRF conference, National Retail Federation conference. They do every year. Big event. I mean, people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on banners on this conference. Every major retailer in the world is at this conference in New York. At the, what's the name of that center? Can't think of the name of the center off the top of my head right now. But those of you who, you know, in Manhattan, you know the place I'm talking about is the biggest you know, expo, biggest building where people come and host different events at. I was just there in New York this time last year, actually more in January, and we missed the snow, so I got lucky. So, you know, very promising career, but I lost my job. But did I lose myself? Did I lose who I am? Did I lose my, you know, identity? No, because guess what? Money don't make me. And it's damn sure not going to break me. And so a lot of us, we get broken when we lose our jobs, or we lose our money, our source of income, because we allow our income, our finances, to enslave us in this economic slavery that we're in the 21st century, the new millennium. That's what's happening. We are being encaged to get the money, get the bag by any means necessary. And we selling our souls in the midst of it. But luckily, when I lost that job, I was already in the midst of doing some other things. I've shared just a couple of videos in my blog at KevinDorival.com, my website. And actually, I got a new website coming out. It's called DivineBooksAndArt.com. So I'm going to feature artists and, you know, with whatever art you're in, you're going to be on this website. So be on the lookout. It's coming out within the next week or so, before Valentine's Day. That's the goal. But losing that job, it caused me to dive into other ventures, you know, stock market. I actually made some money in the GameStop drama that was going on for the past week or so. So I got, fortunately, I only spent $78. $78, and I could have made $1,500, you know. But I made a nice chunk of change in that. So I'm thankful, you know, being able to act on the things that I want to accomplish without waiting for anyone to affirm or to give me approval. You could do the same thing, you know. So I'm definitely thankful that I'm able to start my cleaning business, Sky Clean Air Services. Another website coming out, SkyCleanAirServices.com. Right now I'm just using Facebook and about.me/Sky Clean Air. But these are things that I spoke into existence, and now they're manifesting. I got the truck that I wanted. Now it has my magnet, my business magnet on it. Me and my partners, we work all throughout Atlanta, Fulton County, in different areas. But got the domains, got the truck, got the car magnet on it. Now I just got certified for water removal and mold mitigation, and I'm just in a very happy place, happy space. And I'm very humbled by it. I understand that at any given time things can be taken away from us, or even our own lives can be taken away from us. But I refuse to think and dwell and fixate my eyes on things I can't control. For one, I can't control what other people do. I can only control what I can do. So if I'm going to have my hopes up, I'm going to have my hopes up on myself, because I know I'm not going to let myself down, because I'm going to go hard every single time that I can. And if I get depressed, I'm going to clap. If I feel sluggish, I don't feel like getting up, I don't feel like getting on this computer, I don't feel like working on this book, I don't feel like working on this project for this client, whatever it is, I'm going to inspire and motivate myself. Like I just said, I'm going to clap myself happy. I'm going to make myself happy. I'm going to speak myself happy. And I'm not going to pray bummer prayers. Praying when, your eyes closed, your head down, and you're like this, like you're begging God. You don't have to beg God for anything. You are God. Speak the victory, speak the blessing, speak what you desire, what you truly, truly, truly want. Of course, you have to do great things. You just can't speak, Like Frederick Douglass once said, I believe he said 20 years, but he said, I've been praying for 20 years, but it wasn't until I started praying on my legs that things started to happen. So what he's saying is, get off your knees praying, get up, and what you're praying about, act on it. Increase your chances of success. And many of us, we don't succeed because we focus so much on what other people got to say, their affirmation, their approval. When you could give it to yourself, you could promote yourself. You could promote yourself to the CEO or president of a company. How? Start your own company. You can promote your own lifestyle. Instead of eating plastic forks all the time with spoons, buy yourself a nice silverware set. Nice thick silverware. Trust me, it makes a world of difference on when you're eating, and it's going to impress your guests as well. But most important, it's going to impress yourself. So we stop worrying about other people thinking, worrying about what they're going to say, putting all our business out there on social media, hoping they're going to approve and affirm us. People we don't even know who can care less if you eat out of a garbage can for the most part. Approve yourself. Go after what you truly want. Speak it to existence. Continue speaking. Continue writing and reading your goals over and over and over. Read it so much until you get saturated with, nothing but your goals. Of course, it has to be worthwhile. Some of our goals are not worthwhile. Some people, their goal is to get 20-inch rims on their car, or fancy model as a girlfriend, or a husband who has a CEO or director title. No. Worthwhile goals are the goals and dreams that are planted deep into your heart. You may not believe you can accomplish them at this moment. It may not look like you have a chance in heaven that you're going to accomplish it. But guess what? You can. You just have to truly believe in yourself enough to speak it. Even if you don't believe in yourself. Let's say you don't believe in yourself. Speak it anyway. What's the harm? See, what happens when you speak your dreams and goals, you actually release the energy within you to go after those things. The universe hears you and brings those people, places, and things into your atmosphere somehow, some way. there's 6 degrees of separation. Everybody knows someone somehow. You know, living in Atlanta, coming from Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Pompano Beach, or, you know, South Florida area to living in Atlanta. And even in London, you know, when I visited London a couple of times. So how you guys doing in London? My friends and family over there. Or even in Haiti. There's one common denominator out of all of these places I just mentioned, even in New York. It's all about who you know. So when you speak those goals into existence, keep speaking those dreams, something's going to click in your head. Like, you know what? I know such and such. They know such and such. That can connect me with such and such. Another great example, speak things to existence. I was just researching Brother Willie Gary, who's an attorney out there in Stuart, Florida. Now, those who don't know who Willie Gary is, Google him. You know, he won a case a few years back. One of the most biggest cases, I think, is when he won a $24 billion settlement against R.J. Reynolds. R.J. Reynolds is a tobacco company who owns Pall Mall and Camel cigarettes, right? $24 billion in a wrongful death suit. Now, when I first read about Willie Gary, I was actually sitting in the county jail reading a magazine, a Black Enterprise magazine, and I'm reading his story. I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. They call him the Giant Killer because, you know, he's a short guy and he's straight up slaying giants like David and Goliath. Real story, rags to riches story. And he said that he believed in himself. He knew he can do it. He refused to give up. He refused to be denied. And I knew that one day I want to work with this guy. Fast forward, 2 years later, and I'm sitting in his office, seriously, interviewing him for my documentary, Courage to Believe, Never Give Up, Keep Moving Forward, which is coming out 2021. Actually, it's coming out rather soon. Once the Win in the Mirror gets put out there, and thanks for everybody who supported the book, who pre-ordered. Thank you. I'm so humbled by your support. I thank you. But just know, I know you've been patiently waiting. The book is coming out. It's supposed to come out my birthday, which is today, but it's not going to come out today because I received a call regarding an offer for publishing my book on a much larger platform because it needs to be heard much bigger than my friends and connections on social media and those who see my videos on YouTube. I wanted to get this book to the world because the Win in the Mirror is supposed to set millions of people free. This book is not only going to make, I'm already wealthy because I'm rich in spirit. It's going to make me tremendously rich. Not just financially, but more on the amount of people it's going to set free. The minds who's going to break the shackles that has been on the mental, on their spirit for many years. You know, the Mackenzie Adams, the Sharice Iversons, the Trayvon Martin, you know, happy birthday. You know, his birthday was just yesterday, the 6th. I believe the 6th or the 5th. Little Nicholas Morel. This book is for you, you know. This book is really for you, for those fallen soldiers. But I spoke into existence of writing Win in the Mirror. I spoke to existence of working with Willie Gary. I spoke to existence getting the truck. I spoke to existence starting the Sky Clean Air Services. I spoke to existence getting my water removal and mold mitigation certification. I spoke those things into existence. I spoke them into existence. And now they're here. They manifested. I pulled them from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. And that's what it's all about. You have to be able to do this. Now in my book, I go into detail, step by step on how to do it. I just spoke most of it in this video. But there's so much more, so many other stories I talk about in the book. Jack Ma, the Chinese billionaire who came from nothing to like the richest man in the world almost. You know, talk about Steve Jobs and, you know, his struggle and his coming up. Wilma Rudolph, the track star, who actually was born crippled. She was born crippled to become the fastest woman in the world. Usain Bolt, you guys know what he did. He straight shattered records. And he smiled all the way to the finish line. Incredible athlete. Mary Ellen Pleasant, who the multi-millionaire from out of not Chicago, from out of San Francisco, from Boston, moved Massachusetts, moved to San Francisco, and became a millionaire, investing. You know, this is why the name 49ers came about, when people were, hustling and busting to get to the West Coast. Once the U.S. expanded, out west, states like Utah, Oregon, Washington, California, of course, Nevada. This woman, black woman, ended up being a multi-millionaire, buying and selling gold and silver, and hosting the biggest parties, and just incredible woman. Read about Mary Ellen Pleasant. I just got her book the other day. It's called The Making of Mama Pleasant. Mama Pleasant or Mammy Pleasant? Mammy Pleasant. And I don't even know why they titled it that, because she hates the name Mammy. And so anyway, I'm going to read the book. People like A.G. Gaston from Alabama, who went from selling sandwiches and peanuts to owning $130 million empire. And my own story. So all these incredible people, I put in there because I refuse to listen to the naysayers. I refuse to listen to people who told me I couldn't do it. I refused to. It's like Michelangelo, his own father, the Michelangelo, the painter, the Italian painter. Of course, who else am I talking about, right? His own father did not want him to be an artist. He used to beat him for drawing. Now, look. What is it? How many hundreds of years later, he's still one of the top artists of the world, still speaking his name. Nobody knows the greatness that is within you but you. Continue speaking your dreams goes to existence. Continue fighting, continue pushing, refuse to give up. Speak it, believe it, and execute the plan of what you have in your heart and in your mind. Believe and you shall achieve. I'm King Kevin Dover. You have a blessed one. Enjoy this beautiful day, this beautiful Sunday, and happy birthday to me. And yeah, of course I'm accepting gifts, but you don't have to cash out me any money. Well, of course you can. My cash app, you can go to my website, get my cash app. But I'd rather you purchase The Winning the Mirror. Get the book, or The 7 Types of Queens, King Desire, or The Courage to Believe. Either 3 of those books. But I highly suggest that you order The Winning the Mirror, because it's the book that the world has been waiting for. The world needs it. There's too much negativity in the world. But this is the type of book, the positive energy that everyone needs. And I'm just humble and thank God that I was chosen to write such a book. And there's so many more books I want to write. This small library behind me, I have so many more books. But it's like, you have a story. Do not let your current situation of you feeling like a loser, you failing, and things not working right, to be the determining factor, to be the defining moment of your life, and you just give up. That ought not be so. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is King Kevin Dorival. I believe in you. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Just believe in yourself and continue speaking it. And write it. Write your goals down and continue speaking it. Write it down, speak it. Write it down, speak it. Don't forget that. Write your goals down, speak it. Re-emphasis is always a good thing. Because when you continue repeating something, just like I kept repeating, write it down and speak it, you're going to remember it. Subconsciously, when you start watching the video, I guarantee you're going to write down your goals and you're going to keep speaking it. I'm King Kevin Dorival. Happy birthday. Much love.
King Kevin.